If you will, delving into the depths of an ancient secret, a profound truth that has been hidden in plain sight for centuries. Today, we embark on a journey of discovery, guided by the timeless wisdom of Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard was an amazing thinker in the world of metaphysics and spirituality. He left behind a lot of valuable teachings that still help people today. His ideas are like hidden gems that many people find really helpful and true. What he talked about was how our minds are super powerful and can actually change our reality. It's a bit like he was a pioneer, someone who explored new territories and showed us all what's possible. Think of Neville as a guide, someone who showed us the way to understand the incredible power of our minds. He didn't just scratch the surface, he delved deep into how our thoughts shape the world around us. And what he found was pretty mind-blowing. Our thoughts aren't just random, they have the power to create our reality. Imagine your mind as a supercharged engine, capable of creating whatever you focus on. That's the kind of insight Neville brought to the table. He showed us that we're not just passive observers in life, we're active creators. What we think about, we bring about. Now, this might sound pretty revolutionary, but Neville's teachings have stood the test of time. People all over the world still study what he had to say because it rings true for them. They see the power of their thoughts in action and realize that they have more control over their lives than they thought. So what exactly did Neville teach us about the power of the mind? Well, he showed us that our thoughts are like seeds. Whatever we plant in our minds, we'll eventually see grow in our lives. So if we want to change our reality, we have to start by changing our thoughts. But Neville didn't just stop at the surface level. He went deeper, exploring how our beliefs and assumptions shape our reality. He showed us that what we believe to be true becomes true for us, whether it's positive or negative. So if we want to change our reality, we have to start by changing our beliefs. It's like Neville handed us the keys to the kingdom of our minds and said, "Here you go, now go create the life you want." And people have been doing just that ever since. They've been using Neville's teachings to manifest their dreams, overcome obstacles, and live their best lives. So what is this ancient secret that Neville Goddard so eloquently elucidates? It's a simple yet profound concept that has the potential to transform your life in ways you never thought possible. And yet, it's a secret that few are aware of, let alone practice. The secret lies in the power of your imagination. Yes, you heard that right. Your imagination is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe, to manifesting your deepest desires, and to living a life of abundance and fulfillment. Neville Goddard wants us to understand something very important about our imagination. It's not just something we use to entertain ourselves with daydreams or fantasies. No, it's much more than that. Our imagination is a powerful force, a gift from the universe that allows us to create and shape our reality in ways we might not even realize. Think of your imagination as a magic wand that you can use to bring your dreams to life. When you harness its power with intention and clarity, amazing things can happen. It's like tapping into a hidden reservoir of creativity and potential that's been waiting for you to discover it. But how exactly do we harness the power of our imagination? It starts with setting clear intentions and goals for what we want to manifest in our lives. This could be anything from a new job or relationship to better health or financial abundance. Whatever it is, be specific about what you want and why you want it. Once you have a clear vision of your desires, it's time to engage your imagination. Close your eyes and imagine yourself already living the life you want. See yourself achieving your goals, feeling happy, fulfilled, and abundant. The more vividly you can picture it, the better. But it's not enough to just imagine your desires. You also have to believe in them with all your heart. Trust that what you're imagining is possible and that the universe is working to bring it to you. This belief is crucial because it acts as a magnet, attracting your desires to you like a powerful force. As you continue to focus on your desires and believe in them, you'll start to notice miracles unfolding before your very eyes. Opportunities will arise, synchronicities will occur, and things will fall into place in ways you never imagined possible. This is the power of your imagination at work. So how do we tap into this ancient secret? How do we unleash the full potential of our imagination? The answer lies in a few simple yet transformative practices that Neville Goddard himself advocated. the first step is to cultivate a vivid imagination. Close your eyes and envision your desires as if they were already a reality. Feel the emotions, see the details, and immerse yourself fully in the experience. Neville Goddard encourages us to take the next step and embrace the power of assumption. This means acting as if your desires have already come true, even before you see any evidence of them in your life. It's like pretending that you're already living the life you want, and trusting that the universe will make it a reality. When you assume that your desires have already been fulfilled, you're sending a powerful message to the universe. You're saying, "I believe in the possibility of my dreams, and I'm ready to receive them." This mindset of certainty and confidence sets in motion a series of events that align with your desires. Imagine waking up every morning feeling grateful for the abundance in your life, even if it hasn't fully manifested yet. Picture yourself going about your day with a sense of purpose and fulfillment, knowing that your dreams are on their way to you. This is the power of assumption in action. But assumption isn't just about wishful thinking or pretending. It's about embodying the feeling of your desires fulfilled and aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that reality. It's about living as if your dreams have already come true, and trusting that the universe will respond accordingly. Remember, your beliefs shape your reality. So it's important to choose them wisely. If you believe that your desires are within reach and that you deserve to have them, you're more likely to attract them into your life. But if you doubt yourself or focus on what you lack, you'll only create more of the same. One way to practice assumption is through visualization. Take a few moments each day to imagine yourself living your ideal life. See yourself achieving your goals, experiencing joy and abundance, and feeling deeply fulfilled. The more vividly you can picture it, the more real it will become to you. Another way to embrace the power of assumption is by acting as if your desires have already been fulfilled. This means making decisions and taking actions that align with your desired outcome, even if it feels uncomfortable or scary at first. Trust that the universe will support you every step of the way. It's important to remember that assumption isn't about denying reality or ignoring the challenges you may face. It's about shifting your focus from what you don't have to what you want to create. It's about embracing the feeling of abundance and possibility, even in the face of adversity. As you practice assumption, you may encounter doubts and fears along the way. That's normal. But don't let them derail you from your path. Instead, use them as opportunities to reaffirm your belief in your dreams and your ability to manifest them. Neville Goddard shares another important lesson with us, and that's about living from the end. Instead of getting caught up in the details of how or when your desires will manifest, Neville encourages us to focus solely on the end result. It's like visualizing the finish line of a race without worrying about the hurdles along the way. Living from the end means embodying the feeling of your desires as if they've already come true. It's about stepping into the shoes of your future self, feeling the joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment that you'll experience once your dreams have been realized. When you immerse yourself in the feeling of your desires fulfilled, you're aligning yourself with the vibration of abundance. You're sending out a powerful signal to the universe that you're ready and open to receive all the good things that life has to offer. Think of it like tuning into a radio station. When you're tuned into the frequency of abundance, you attract more abundance into your life. But if you're tuned into a frequency of lack or doubt, that's what you'll continue to attract. Living from the end isn't about wishful thinking or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about cultivating a deep sense of trust and faith in the universe. It's about knowing, deep down in your soul, that your desires are on their way to you, even if you can't see them yet. One way to practice living from the end is through visualization. Take a few moments each day to imagine yourself living your ideal life. Picture yourself in vivid detail, surrounded by all the things you desire. Feel the emotions, the excitement, and the gratitude as if it's happening right now. Another way to live from the end is by acting as if your desires have already been fulfilled. This doesn't mean being irresponsible or reckless, but rather adopting the mindset and behaviors of the person you want to become. Finally, it's crucial to nurture a deep sense of gratitude for all the good things in your life. Gratitude is like a magic key that unlocks the door to abundance. When you genuinely appreciate what you already have, you're sending a powerful message to the universe. You're saying, I trust that good things will keep coming to me. Gratitude is more than just saying, "Thank you." It's a mindset, a way of seeing the world with open eyes and an open heart. When you're grateful for the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem, you're acknowledging the abundance that surrounds you. Imagine feeling grateful for your desires as if they've already come true. Picture yourself thanking the universe for all the amazing things that have yet to happen. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a powerful affirmation of your faith and belief in the goodness of life. When you express gratitude for your desires as if they're already fulfilled, you're aligning yourself with the energy of abundance. You're sending out positive vibes into the universe, attracting even more blessings into your life. It's like a snowball effect. The more grateful you are, the more good things come your way. But cultivating gratitude isn't always easy. It requires practice and patience. You may have to consciously shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have. You may need to remind yourself to be grateful, especially when times are tough. One way to cultivate gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. Every day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big things, like your health and your loved ones, or small things, like a beautiful sunset or a kind word from a stranger. So there you have it, the ancient secret that has the power to transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Embrace the power of your imagination, and watch as miracles unfold before your very eyes. For in the realm of imagination, anything is possible. Well, Neville Goddard's teachings are simple and easy to understand. And perhaps that's the reason these teachings can be understood by everyone and everyone can apply them in their lives to make their wishes come true. Neville Goddard discusses the law of thought transmission in detail in Chapter 5 of Prayer, The Art of Believing. He says that our thoughts aren't just mere mental constructs, but they are more powerful than anything else. They are vibrations, and like other vibrations, they are transmitted like waves. While you are under the power of your thoughts and how they are transmitted, you harness the power of your mind to get the desired outcomes in your life. By focusing on and imagining your desire, you create vibrations of thoughts, and your thoughts are transformed into a powerful force that attracts what you want in your life. Thoughts have great power, as is evident in our lives. Simply put, we do things inspired by our thoughts. What we say is a reflection of our thoughts and mindset. What we wear, what we eat, where we go, and how we live are all reflections of our thoughts. If somebody talks differently, if somebody has different beliefs, if somebody has a different religion, it is just because he has different thoughts. So it means our lives are reflections of our thoughts. We are under the control of our thoughts every time. And if we want to experience something different, or live a different life, we will have to change our thoughts. When you realize the power of the thoughts, you use them for the betterment of your life, because you know, these kinds of thoughts can bring happiness into your life. Now let's discuss in detail what the law of thought transmission is. Well, the law of thought transmission is based on the concept that our thoughts are actually vibrational energy, and that they influence our relationships with others. The nature of our thoughts will determine what other people think of us and how they treat us. This means that if we focus our thoughts more positively, we will experience more positive things in our lives. If we look into the details, this can be proven true in everyone's life, and it can't be denied. You see, every time you speak, you're expressing your thoughts. Whatever you say or do expresses what you are thinking. Your actions, your decisions, your way of talking, your behavior, your clothing, your beliefs, or even your political affiliation express what your thoughts are and what kind of person you are. And whenever somebody talks to you or sees you, you can have some idea what kind of thoughts you may have, and their behavior towards you is a reflection of who you are. It means you influence the thoughts of others with everything you have. You can change the thoughts of others by talking in a different way. You can have some impact on their thoughts by wearing some unique clothing. You can influence their behavior towards you by doing something or by saying something. We can say that your thoughts determine your own reality. And your reality influences the thoughts of others and determines the reality and the way they treat you. That's pretty simple and easy to understand. The nature of the energy of our thoughts interacts with the energy of the thoughts of others and causes them to reflect back to us experiences born out of the very nature of our thoughts. While this may appear to you as some modern concept, This concept is proven by quantum physics. The law of thought transmission is a powerful tool that we can use to build positive relationships with others, and we can make use of this law to manifest positive changes in our lives. Well, here I would like to put some lines from Neville Goddard's book explaining the working principle of the law of thought transmission a bit further. A friend 1,000 miles away is rooted in your consciousness through your fixed ideas of him. You think of him and represent him inwardly in the state you desire him to be, confident that this subjective image is true, as if it were already objectified. It awakens in him a corresponding state, which he must objectify. The modified light of consciousness reaches the one to whom is directed and impinges on the mirror of his mind. It causes his mind to vibrate according to the modification, and it goes. Thus it produces in him what was mentally affirmed by you. The subject will express the awakened state within him and remain unaware of the true cause of his action. The subject has no power to resist your controlled subjective ideas of him unless the state you affirm to be true of him is a state he is incapable of wishing to be true of another. In that case, it returns to you, the sender, and will realize itself in you. If your fixed idea is not subjectively accepted by the one to whom is directed, it rebounds to you from whom it came. When you step away from the beliefs taught by external mainstream conditions and you start viewing life through the lens of the vibrations of your own thoughts, it becomes easier for you to get an advantage, and you start experiencing the things you desire in your life. We have been taught that our thoughts have no importance and have no influence on our lives. But in fact, our thoughts hold all the power and have a greater impact on our lives. When you see your life through the lens of the vibrations and frequency of your thoughts, you will realize the true energy of your thoughts. And when you start using your thoughts wisely, you will be able to manifest positive relationships with others and become a better human being. Neville Goddard says that a friend 1,000 miles away is rooted in your consciousness through your fixed ideas of him. Well, this phenomenon was also explained by Albert Einstein, who named it the spooky action at a distance. The laws of quantum physics suggest that all the particles in the universe remain connected. And whenever we perform some action on one particle affects the others at a speed greater than 1,000 times the speed of light. This theory is even applied when the particles are separated by a greater distance. We have been taught that our thoughts are just our private affairs and don't matter to others. But in fact, our thoughts are the only thing that helps us communicate and connect with others in different ways. We have been taught to believe that our thoughts are just known to us and others don't know about them unless we share them and others. Neville Goddard says it awakens in him a corresponding state, which he must objectify. The subject will express the awakened state within him and remain unaware of the true cause of his action. The subject has no power to resist your controlled subjective ideas of him unless the state you affirm to be true of him is a state he is incapable of wishing to be true of another. In that case, it returns to you, the sender, and will realize itself in you. When the frequencies of two thoughts are the same, they resonate and amplify each other. And when the frequencies of two thoughts aren't the same, there will be no resonance. For example, if you strike a tuning fork with the same frequency next to another tuning fork, the second tuning fork will start vibrating. But if you strike the tuning fork with a different frequency, the second tuning fork will not vibrate. So in the case of the former friend, when you have those thoughts of them spreading gossip about you, keep Neville's statement in mind. The subject has no power to resist your controlled subjective ideas of him unless the state you affirm to be true of him is a state he is incapable of wishing to be true of another. So it means if the frequency of your thoughts is the same as the frequency of thoughts of somebody else, this idea will resonate and will be produced in your mind itself. However, as Neville explains, if they don't hold that frequency again, in that case, there will be no frequency match, and no resonance will occur. If somebody isn't aware of you, let's say he doesn't know you, he never met you or heard anything about you. He will not have your thoughts about you. He will only have some thoughts or beliefs about you when he knows your thoughts from seeing you, meeting you, or learning some facts about you from others. When they don't know you or your thoughts, they won't be able to have any thoughts about you. When your thoughts interact with their thoughts, it will determine their behavior towards you and how they treat you. This is a very simple and easy to understand concept. Your thoughts residing somewhere deep in your mind will attract the correlated experiences in your life. You will attract things based on your thoughts, even if you don't like them. So that's why it's important to check and monitor your thoughts. You must be conscious of your thoughts, or else you will keep manifesting the things that you don't desire. That's why Neville says if other people don't like you, or aren't good to you, you can change them and their behavior by changing your own thoughts and your own self. Simply put, influence the thoughts of others from a positive perspective, and you will have positive experiences in your life. Others will behave the way you desire. Others can think the way you desire. Others can do things the way you desire. It's possible and easy. When you choose to become intentional with your thoughts, you can attract supportive, uplifting relationships into your life simply by creating and maintaining your own frequencies. Now that you know how you affect the thoughts of others, how your thoughts are transmitted to their minds, and how they interact with the thoughts of others, it's time to put this law of thought transmission into practice. What are the thoughts that you want to have? What are the thoughts that can help you experience the positive things in your life? How can you change the frequency of your thoughts so that others treat you the way you desire? It's all easy. The desired experiences are just a few thoughts away. So try out this technique and put it into practice. It will bring positivity, satisfaction, and peace into your life. And remember that if everyone starts sending good vibes around the world will become a good place to live. You have to see if it fits with your personality or your dreams. Every one of us is made differently. We all have our own talents, choices, and quirks, so of course, we are going to be inclined toward different manifestation techniques. It's your choice to choose whatever method or path you want to take to reach your desires. But all I say is that please commit to it with your heart and soul. Take it one day at a time and see what is going wrong. Fix the mistakes you are making and make the technique as customized as possible. The more customized the manifestation method will be, the greater will be your confidence in your ability to manifest. The techniques and methods I share on this channel can help you take a massive start in your manifestation journey. By knowing the rationale behind each technique, you get an idea of what to expect. Still, the work needs to be done by you. The work is to stay true to your method for an extended period of time. Give it all your time and devotion, so that you can see amazing results. And don't ever give up. People say that manifesting doesn't work because they just give up too soon. They are not patient enough to see it through. And one more thing, when I say you have to be patient with your manifesting, doesn't mean you have to wait for years and decades. No, we are not playing by the rules of the 3D world here. This is a magical realm of creation. Maybe you only need a few weeks to manifest your desire, or perhaps just 48 hours, but you have to stay patient in those hours. The moment you start thinking about why it hasn't come yet is the moment you start wavering in your faith, and that eventually leads to a grand failure. Now let's talk about keeping a manifestation journal to attract your desires. A manifestation journal is simply a journal that you can use to create your reality through your words. The moment you write about things you want, your attention goes to what you desire. And attention is the foundation of all creation. Once you give enough attention to your desire, you set the ball of momentum rolling in your favor. This is how a manifestation comes about. Keeping a manifestation journal also helps you release the emotions that were stuck in your awareness. A lot of times, we experience things in life that are not according to our choice and desires. These unfavorable circumstances leave an imprint on our psychology. And that imprint needs to be wiped out, or else it always interferes with the creative energy that flows through our body naturally. When you start journaling, you give your stuck emotions a safe passage or an outlet. Within just a few weeks of regular journaling, you start seeing that you are feeling lighter and less overwhelmed. Once you feel light and let go of the emotional baggage, you instantly become a much more powerful manifester. A manifestation journal can be incredibly important for you if you want to manifest money in abundance in your life. Manifesting money is a psychological game. You have to think of yourself as worthy of the money you desire. And that only stems from an abundance mindset. When you start journaling on a daily basis, you get to identify the lack or scarcity thoughts. Once you know that such thoughts are a part of your psychology, you can then take steps to fix them. A lot of people use their journaling time just to offer gratitude for things they have now and to offer gratitude in advance for the things they want to manifest in the future. This is a fantastic way to eliminate the scarcity mindset. If you are looking to manifest money or abundance, then you should definitely consider starting a gratitude journal. This means you should start your day by listing down things that you currently have in your life. When you do that, you ground yourself in the present moment, and the emotion of gratitude takes you out of the lack mentality. After offering thanks for the things you have, the next step is to offer gratitude for things or money you are trying to manifest. The idea is to immerse yourself in the feeling of having that money and wealth so that you can feel like you are in your future. This is very similar to embodying the state of the wish fulfilled taught by Neville Goddard. Another good way to make use of a manifestation journal is using it to keep a record of the things you have been manifesting. All of us are manifesting things one way or the other. We are manifesting all the time. Sometimes those manifestations are as subtle as finding a few dollars in your car, finding an empty seat on a busy subway, or just seeing your favorite bird after a long time. Life is full of synchronicities and magical moments. You need to have a journal where you write everything magical that happens to you. Do you know what purpose it will serve? It will help you get in a good mood instantly. Every time you revisit those pages and manifestations, you will realize that you have the power to create anything. So this journal will be a reminder of your ability to create. Also, we tend to forget so many good things that happen to us during the day, because our minds have been conditioned to look for the negative things first. Over time, the things that go wrong become our center of attention, simply because our minds have been trained that way. But if you start keeping a record of all the good things that happen to you and your little manifestations, you will have proof that amazing things can happen to you too. In fact, on any given day more good things happen to you than bad. It's just because we are so forgetful of the good that we start creating a rather pessimistic view of our life. Whenever you start a manifestation journal, make sure you have a clear vision of what you want in your life. What do you want in terms of your health and fitness? Do you want to lose weight or get in better shape? Then think about what you want in your relationships, especially the intimate relationship with your partner. Have you found the person you were looking for, or do you want to manifest them? What kind of relationship do you want to create, and what kind of life do you want to live with your special someone? Then write about money. How much money do you want to attract? I say attract because you don't necessarily have to earn that money. It can come to you in 1,000 different ways. Just get clear on what kind of wealth you want to have. The language we use has a profound impact on our subconscious mind. The words we use on a daily basis become deeply ingrained in our subconscious and shape our beliefs, habits, and ultimately our reality. Therefore, it's crucial to be mindful of the words we use and the messages we send to our subconscious mind. By being intentional with our language, we can reprogram our subconscious mind to think positively and attract positivity into our lives. Conversely, if we constantly use negative language, we can reinforce negative beliefs and attract negative experiences. To take control of our lives and shape our reality, we must pay attention to the language we use and feed our subconscious mind with positive affirmations and messages. The main goal of reciting affirmations is to send a message to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind doesn't have the ability to reject or say no to the commands we give it. It can only accept and act upon the messages we send. Unfortunately, many of us have programmed our subconscious minds with negative thoughts and ideas about ourselves and our lives. However, we have the power to reprogram our subconscious minds by using affirmations. By using positive affirmations, we can rewire our brains to think positively and attract positive experiences and opportunities. It's essential to understand that the words we use can shape our lives. We can attract more positivity and abundance into our lives by using affirmations and altering our thought patterns. By becoming more mindful of our words and using affirmations, we can take control of our lives and create the future we desire. So, now that we understand the power of words, how can we use affirmations to transform our lives? The process is simple, but requires dedication and consistency. To transform our lives and reprogram our subconscious minds, we need to begin by identifying the negative beliefs and thoughts that we have about ourselves and our lives. These limiting beliefs may hold us back from reaching our full potential and living the life we desire. Identifying these negative thoughts is the first step in creating positive change in our lives. Once we have identified these negative beliefs, we need to create positive affirmations that counteract them. For example, if we believe that we are not good enough, we can create an affirmation that says, "I am worthy and deserving of all good things." By repeating this affirmation several times a day, we can see that we are not good enough. By repeating this affirmation several times a day, we can start to reprogram our subconscious mind to believe in our worth and value. It's important to make these affirmations specific and focused on the areas we want to improve in our lives. We can use affirmations to counteract negative thoughts about our health, relationships, finances, and any other area of our lives that we want to improve. If you believe that you are not good enough, create an affirmation that says, "I am worthy and deserving of all good things." Repeat this affirmation to yourself several times a day until it becomes a habit. Remember to use the present tense and make your affirmation specific and focused. Repetition and emotion are two powerful tools that can help us reprogram our subconscious mind and attract positive experiences into our lives. When we repeat positive affirmations with enough emotion and conviction, our subconscious mind accepts them as truth and starts to act upon them. The reason behind this is that the subconscious mind doesn't have the ability to reject or say no to the commands we give it. It can only accept and act upon the messages we send. Therefore, when we send positive messages through positive affirmations, our subconscious mind starts to accept them as truth and makes them true in the physical world. It's important to note that the subconscious mind is somehow intertwined with the holographic matrix we live in.